January 13th to the 19th could bring unexpected surprises. Even if we tend to feel dreamy and imaginative, this week requires of us to be serious and disciplined. Our need to reassess our relationships realistically could dissolve a shaky one while strengthening a good one. What else can we expect? This is what we shall find out here today. Good morning, bonjour, Michelle Karen, astrologer shaman. Welcome to my channel dedicated to the practical uses of astrology to lead a better life. Monday, January the 13th, the Sun is trine Uranus, and new exciting situations as well as fundamental sudden changes create unexpected good fortune. We look forward to stimulating adventures that broaden our personal experience and give us more freedom. Unusual opportunities provide us with innovative ways of advancing our position and realizing our goals and objectives. Our perceptions, intuitive insights, and psychic abilities are heightened, enabling us to understand how every part of our life journey is interconnected. A great day to experiment with new styles, manifest our originality, and assert our independence. Our popularity is likely to increase. New situations enable us to join stimulating group associations and meet interesting, dynamic, unusual people who introduce us to exciting ideas and fascinating experiences. Those relationships, however, may or may not be long lasting depending on how much space we are willing to grant each other and, of course, what we have to learn from them about ourselves. At their contact, hidden aspects of our personality may emerge, the existence of which we had never even suspected, enabling us to embrace and assert more clearly our unique individuality. Any form of self-improvement is favored. We may also discover aspects of the universe we had never heard of that completely revolutionizes our ideas. Our inventive genius, willpower, brilliance, leadership abilities, and energetic disposition help us gain the respect of others and, in some cases, even receive an unexpected acclaim. This is not the day, however, for work requiring us to conform to a dull discipline. Yet we are eager to study topics that are exciting to us, particularly in the fields of science, technology, or metaphysics. It is a very good transit to ask for financial support and engage in reasonable, and the key is reasonable, monetary speculations. Tuesday, January the 14th, Venus is squared Jupiter, so it could be quite tempting today to exaggerate our emotions, seek flamboyant characters, be over the top dramatic, party too much, throw caution to the winds, and fall into excesses in every way, particularly in anything that brings us pleasure. Too much of a good thing is not always a good thing. Our judgment may not be the soundest, and our self-confidence may be a little displaced. Thinking that all we touch turns to gold may be a little over the top. Impulsive spending, not recommended. Neither is falling head over heels for a person promising great fun. We should be careful to not take too much for granted today. This transit could entice us to extremes of emotions, being somewhat careless, even wasteful, lack judgment, have distorted values, and be a little indiscreet. Our social interactions could be vain and superficial. This is not a good day to form partnerships, both personally and professionally. We tend to be more vulnerable than usual to misplaced confidence, conflicts, and legal difficulties. Social circumstances tend to be pretentious. Feelings are volatile. Our need to have fun could distract us from the work that needs to be done. A little moderation, discipline, and humility are called for. A day to exercise moderation, both emotionally and financially. Be patient, courteous, as well as hospitable. Best to stay away from the limelight, but it's very good to enjoy activities that enrich our consciousness, and it is important that we appreciate what is good in our lives. The more philosophical, modest, loyal, and grateful we are, the more peace and harmony we shall derive from this otherwise flamboyant day. Appreciation for what we have and serenity help us stay grounded in what truly matters. Wednesday, January the 15th, the Sun is in opposition with Mars, a day that energetically stretches us to our limit. Standing our ground with integrity, being direct, assertive, and self-controlled under pressure is recommended, and of course, forcing issues is not. Any action motivated by our ego may tend to attract aggression from others and weakens us significantly. Best to stay away from hostile people who have anger or violence issues. Arguments and conflicts over trivial matters are more likely than usual. We can and should demand constructive answers, but avoid getting involved in a fight which runs the risk of invalidating our position. We should ask ourselves if it is more important to be right or to be happy. Compromise without sacrificing our standards may well be the high road that we are now asked to take. We should be extra careful when operating any sharp metallic object, as cuts, burns, and injuries in general are quite possible today. A good day to engage in strenuous physical activity that helps us blow some steam and calms our frustrations down. On the positive side, we are likely to reap major rewards for a project we had been working hard at with honesty and transparency. Friday, January the 17th, the Sun is sextile Neptune. Our keen sensitivity to the suffering of others, our concern with the welfare of the underprivileged, our compassion and understanding attract us to some form of humanitarian or social work, or charitable activity or public service. We work with great selflessness, doing our best to transcend our own limitations. In our relationships, we may choose a path of least resistance while offering gentle consideration and tender concern to those we love. We also feel very connected to animals. Our receptivity to the invisible is greatly increased. It is, however, important that we do not get lost in excessive joy, worry, or anxiety, laziness, or just daydreaming. Much more sensitive than normal to other people's needs and the energies that surround us, we may feel the need to withdraw from our normal routine for a few hours in total silence and solitude in order to regenerate. Meditation is encouraged, our inner vision is enhanced, applying our psychic, spiritual, and mystical awareness to our daily activities helps us attain the peace we crave. Our ability to create vivid mental images is definitely greater than usual, and the good news is that we are also capable of incarnating our imagination, which of course is wonderful for artists who are particularly inspired. Actors, musicians, novelists, directors, choreographers, dancers, and poets are particularly favored. Saturday, January the 18th, my birthday. Yes, I'm a Capricorn, Leo rising, Virgo moon. Saturn forms two aspects, a conjunction to Venus and a sextile to Mercury. This is not always very easy for single people who could feel lonelier than usual. Our need for a secure love tends to be intensified with Venus coming into contact with Saturn. The way we view love is being re-evaluated. This day is best used becoming clear on what we want in a relationship and, of course, what we don't want. The problems we may have encountered in the past need to be faced once and for all. Our general attitude towards love is more serious and mature. Sometimes this aspect can bring a romantic disappointment, but more commonly, it tests an existing relationship and brings to the fore our emotional responsibilities. What needs to be changed? How can we change it? And if we cannot, can we live with it? We may also realize that a partnership has run its course and it is now time to part ways. A new relationship begun today feels, and most likely is, fated, real, and important. But we need to be careful that we are not drawn to this person because of how they can protect us, increase our status, or our financial situation. But if our love is real, this transit cements it and makes it grow with time. Venus-Saturn also affects our attitude towards money. This is a wonderful transit to restructure our finances and become more cautious and conservative in our spending habits. Great also for cleaning our house, getting rid of all those things that aren't useful anymore, that we don't like. Also, very important that we draw on our inner serenity. Our achievements today are built on persistence, determination, and mental concentration. Our self-control is strong, our mind is structured, our concerns are serious. Small talk, frivolity, anything lightweight, not attractive in the least. We are drawn to people whose maturity, logic, intelligence, and most of all, success we respect. Erring more on the quiet side and only speaking if we have something valuable to contribute to the conversation, we don't mind working hard to further our goals. A great day to isolate ourselves, exercise mental responsibility, and engage in serious studies. We tend to be, or should be, earnest, disciplined, reliable, introspective, and sensible. This transit is excellent for careful, systematic, practical planning, great for clearing our desk of backlogged work, tackling boring, tedious details, as well as revisiting our goals in life. Leaving very little to chance, we tend today to move forward carefully. Having a great eye for what works and what doesn't, we give a lot of forethought before expressing our conclusions, and when we do, it is in a direct, matter-of-fact manner. We tend to be more honest and should be, and devise methods of greater efficiency. Purposeful, methodical, super organized, rational, and productive. Our progress may be slow, but it is thorough. Our decisions are sound and constructive, so this is a very good day for scientists, teachers, lecturers, writers, and of course, students. Sunday, January the 19th, Mercury sextile Venus, a soft day that invites us to be more relaxed, rest, and enjoy the nice things of life. Great for a mini vacation. We feel cheerful, lighthearted, graceful, charming, refined, and calm, and are in touch with our feelings. Our appreciation of beauty and culture is enhanced, and we seek leisurely pursuits. This transit is wonderful for reading, singing, listening to music, and any creative endeavor such as craft work, as well as designing clothes or jewelry. Great also for a nice drive in the countryside or visiting an art gallery. We say what we have to say nicely, with great consideration and respect. Relationships are maybe a little superficial and casual, but they are pleasant and peaceful. Perfect for a nice gathering with friends. A good day also for a date or a love affair. We find the right words to express our true feelings. And finally, still on Sunday, January the 19th, the Sun enters Aquarius till February the 18th. This is a wonderful month to develop our originality, be more individualistic, and independent. We may become more involved in community efforts, make new friends, and join humanitarian endeavors. We could receive flashes of intuition that reveal the truth in a blinding light. Our mind is likely to become quite inventive, making us be interested in science, ufology, and anything related to outer space. We don't particularly care about what others think of us and could happily overthrow some entrenched traditions. Honoring our uniqueness, thinking about the future, and expanding our social life feel a lot more important than respecting the trappings of society. If you are already subscribed to my channel, thank you so much. Your comments are always appreciated. If you enjoyed this video, don't hesitate to place a thumbs up and hit the little bell to be notified when I upload a new video every Thursday and sometimes another one during the week. Remember, as always, choose your battles, walk in beauty. Thank you for watching. Until next time.